Well, y'all know I am a kid at heart, a big kid, and you all know with me having a 2.5-year-old little boy at home, get excited about toys like the one I'm sitting on here, a little toy tractor. But the kind of toy tractors I have at home aren't fully functional. They're battery operated, fun stuff, but I'm going to introduce you to a guy that's done something a little bit different and built equipment to go onto a tractor, and that happens to be Carlton Hill. Carlton, good to meet you.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you.
Man, I'm so glad that this guy's spending a little bit of time with me today. Read an article in a magazine about him and his work and building equipment for the back of these tractors and thought we need to do a Ranger Nick on this. So Carlton, gotta ask you the question. How did we get to the point where all of these wonderful pieces of equipment exist now? Where did this start for you? How did you do this?
It started as a kid.
Okay.
It started what I call carpet farming.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Just coming home with my toys that I collected.
Okay.
And farming when I wasn't big enough to get on the real deal. And that's pretty much where this all stemmed from is having Russell and him wanting to be outside and him wanting to be doing what his daddy's doing.
Yeah, so. and Russell's Carlton's 8-year-old little boy who, when he was a little bit younger, would use the kind of things that you all are going to see in this segment. So you started this with blueprints. How did you build these things, though, first? These things are made out of steel.
Well, this scraper right here started as on a rainy day at the barn, and I just had that piece of blade there that was just a flat. This right here was just a flat piece of metal, and I bent it with my hand. And I said, I'm gonna take this to John, my brother-in-law, and said, we're gonna build a scraper. And we designed the wheels, and he helped me design how it lets up and down. And boom, we got a scraper.
And it works. And then Russell would get on this thing and actually use this to flatten out dirt.
He could scrape in the sand pretty good with it, but it's kind of tough on rocks. But,
yeah, I bet.
But yeah.
But you've got that. We're going to show the folks at home a bush hog. We're going to show them a sprayer and a dump bed and all that. I want to talk about that next and show you some of these parts, and in particular show you how they work. And Carlton's going to show some of that. This is incredible. If my son was here right now, we wouldn't be able to get him off this stuff. So let's take a look at that stuff next. So we want to do a little demo with some of these toys, and I want to introduce you to John Zook. John, good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, John. So John is one of the masterminds behind this with Carlton to take us from this actual toy, this metal bush hog right here, to this. John, how did we get from this to this thing?
Well, we took that one and we scaled. We had a friend of ours scale it all out, and then we kind of just did that to make this as realistically as possible we can.
And so this guy right here, this actual little gearbox, runs a blade underneath. But just so the folks at home know it, John, Carlton, this is not a real cutting blade. This is just kind of a demo. I didn't want y'all thinking that Carlton's son was out really rolling over all kind of brush, but it's the legitimate thing. Look at this on the back. All of this is actual and real working stuff. Got to ask the question here too, Carlton. This number right here, what's that mean?
It's a real bush hog number, but the 02 on it's because it's 2 foot wide.
The detail's incredible. Guys, I want to go over here for a second. I've been looking at this thing. This was the piece of equipment that was featured on the cover of the magazine. Unbelievable. This boom sprayer. Can I open this guy up? I want to put this out and lock this down just like this. Wait a minute here. Okay. Lock this guy down like this. Even an old carpet farmer like me could do it. We got that. All right, so I'm going to get out of the way. Carlton, show us this thing. Show us this thing works.
The switch here is run by a lithium battery, a 12-volt battery, and it actually pumps water.
Can you imagine his son or child out? Now, that's just water, y'all. Out with some 2,4-D spraying for poison ivy or whatever. This is actually functioning and working. Carlton, I want to wrap this thing up today by going and talking to Russell and getting some more work done with this and showing you one more piece of equipment. So let's go there next. Well, let me introduce you to Russell here. Russell is Carlton's son. Russell's 8 years old, and a few years ago, he was working this stuff all the time. He still is today. Russell's got this hoe right here filling up this dump bed. Russell, if you could tell me and all the folks at home, how does doing this kind of stuff alongside your dad, what's this done for your attitude and intention for agriculture? What do you think?
I just like playing with my tractors and stuff and riding with my dad.
And you're not watching this stuff on an iPad, Russell. You're doing this for real and building these muscles up and stuff too, and that's what I'm talking about. So Russell, can you show the folks at home how that dump bed works? Give us a little demo. Let's see this thing. Look at this. And look at the tailgate. Oh man, I love it. I love it. And just imagine Russell going down the path, spreading this out, and the dust flying, and oh my gosh, I love it. And the mud flaps that say pedal power. Oh my gosh, Russell, thank you so much for showing us all this stuff, my friend. Thank you so much. And I gotta thank your dad.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
so much for being
Absolutely.
out, man. You're doing a good job,
Thank you.
Dad. And John, thank you so much for hanging out and doing all y'all have done. I hope that this segment inspires the folks at home. Sit those iPads down, get outside and do some stuff like this, some real work with your kids. Y'all, while you're online, maybe checking out some of the magazine articles that have featured these pieces of equipment, check out the Ranger Nick Facebook page, check out the Farm Monitor Facebook page, see what's going on there. And until next time, guys, like we always say, I'm Ranger Nick, reminding you that enthusiasm is contagious. So pass it on. Y'all, thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you back here next month. See ya.